What's going on, beautiful Facebook world? It's the being known as Shanice Star, coming all up in your space, my space, our space, to interrupt the indeed programming taking place. This is indeed programming, interrupting programming, interrupting the programming. This is indeed programming that's taking place. Gonna see who's available to chop it up with me. I am literally here being obedient. I did not want to come live. I still do not want to be live. Yet I am being obedient and I'm being told, not right, not someone physically calling me telling me to go live. Yeah, I'm being led to go live. And I Shanice Star, don't want to be live yet. Apparently there's someone that could benefit from this message out here in Facebook world. Whoever is still up, who catches the replay. I don't know who this message may be for. Again, I'm just being obedient because I and my conscious mind do not want to be live right now. So I'm going to see who's available just in case it may be for that person. So give me 1 second. I trust that everyone has been having an amazing evening, right? Properly processing thought and thoughts. I'm just, again, being very deliberate in some invitations. All right, beautiful people. Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, so like I said, me and my conscious self, I don't feel like being here yet. I'm being told to be here, so I'm here. So the title of this is Waiting. And I think I said until they're too weak to hug you back. And I speak on this topic quite often. Those who know me in my inner association, I'm very big with expressing gratitude. I'm very big with hugging, kissing, texting out of the blue to say, hey, I love you, calling out of the blue to say, hey, I love you. I do it with the brothers. I do it with the sisters. I'm very big on that, right? I'm very big on that. I'm very big on living life in order. And what I mean by in order is that it's amazing what we will do and the lengths we will go to and through to be there for someone when they're transitioning, aka dying, right? And when I say living in order, it's like so many won't go through whatever you want to call it to be there for someone while they're living, while they can hug them back, while they can kiss them back. This is one of the reasons why I don't do holidays. I haven't done holidays for over 10 years because I'm big with living my principles. And I don't think that, we should have to wait until a day on the calendar to express love and gratitude for somebody. So that's one of the reasons that I don't do holidays aside from capitalism and all that other shit. Yet, from a personal standpoint, it's like, it jacks up the programming, right? We think we deprogramming when really we not, because we still participating in a larger programming. So this came from me hearing of someone, and based on how I view transitioning now, I really don't really cry when I hear of someone that's transitioning, even if I know the person. It can be someone in my family. I'm at the place where I don't really cry because I see transitioning and death in a different light. Yet I am still in this human experience. And even also from a spiritual standpoint, like there'll be times that I will cry and I don't even know why I'm crying. Like I'm not even totally like really connected to that person and I'm crying, right? So I just found out earlier today about someone that's in the process of transitioning. And even now I feel it coming, right? I got so emotional. Now, mind you, this isn't someone that I see on a regular basis, right? Yet I've created great memories, fun memories. Me and Toy have created with this individual. Yet again, everything for me is a trigger. when you're paying attention, everything's a trigger, right? I mention this consistently, not listening to things to find out about somebody else's business and to be nosy, yet to trigger you to think about your own life, how you respond to people, how you interact with people. And that was a trigger for me where it's like so many people, I sit and I watch, right? I watch, not like I have nothing else better to do. Like, I'm watching, but meaning I'm watching, I'm observing how people will make every excuse under the sun as to why they can't be there for somebody, why they can't just go have tea with somebody or go have coffee with somebody or go out to eat with somebody or just check in on somebody. Oh, I'm too busy doing this. I'm too busy doing that. I can't do this. I can't do that. Yet the moment someone transitions or is about to transition, we find all of this time in the world to be there, right? All of this time in the world. So we wait and we wait and we wait until the person is too weak to even hug us back. Like, you have the opportunity to get a good hug, like those vibrational, like give someone life type hugs. Yet you didn't invest moments with that person. And now I want to be there for that person when they're too weak to hug back. Like, they're too weak to hug back. They're too weak to even clap back. You didn't want to clap and celebrate throughout the years for them, but now you want to be there. They don't have the strength to even clap back, right? They don't have the strength to talk back, to laugh back with you. Yet we'll be so out of order that we'll move mountains to then be there for the person as they're. I want us to really process this. I'm going to do what I can to be there for you as you're dying. Where the fuck were you when I was living? Where were you when I was living? Where were you when I needed that hug, when I could hug you back? Right? And so many of us are living out of order. I share with folks on this side of town, when we do things, it's deliberate. The celebrations, the award ceremonies, all of that stuff, that ain't because we ain't got nothing else better to do. We understand there are so many people that are so stuck in programming that we're not even appreciate people while they're living. But we'll move heaven and hell to be there for them when they're in a casket. Like, we won't take off from work to just be there with them and go out with them, go to the spa with them, go to the movies. I gotta work. But the moment you find out I'm in a casket, you're gonna move heaven and hell to be there for me when I'm in a fucking casket. How do we think that makes sense? You're going to move heaven and hell to be there for me when I'm on a hospital bed and I can't speak back, or I'm in a fucking coma and I can't talk back to you. Then you want to be there for me when we can't create happy memories, joyful memories. I don't want you to remember me with tubes hanging out of me. And it's like, we're so caught up. It's no different than when I'm talking to people about wills, like, so caught up, like, death is a part of this life equation as it stands right now. It is. So again, the same way I say, how do you know death is a part of the equation and you don't put your affairs in order? How do you know death is a part of the equation and you don't invest moments with people you care about? How does that add up? How does it add up? Like, I don't believe life is short. You won't hear Shanice Starr say life is short. I don't believe life is short. I do believe life is fleeting. I could literally see you today and I could literally not see you tomorrow. I could have kissed you goodbye 5 minutes ago and get a phone call that you're no longer here. So it is amazing to me that we know how fleeting life can be. And it doesn't mean that I believe that we should operate and be in a mode of fear. I don't believe in living in that energy. I don't think we should always be interacting with people like, oh my God, this may be the last time I see you. I'm not speaking of that. I'm speaking of, again, using these as triggers for your own self-inspection and analyze your own life as far as, am I being present for people? Am I being there for folks? Or am I going to wait to be there for them when they can't hug me back? Like, for those that know, I've said it I don't know how many times, I don't believe in funerals. I don't believe in wakes, viewings, none of that shit. So the last time you saw, or the last time you see Shanice Starr, that would have been the last time you saw her. because there will be no viewing. There will be nobody to hug or any of that stuff. So it's like, make it meaningful. So we wait and we wait, right? It's no different than I'm going to wait for the holidays to be with my family. I'm going to wait for a birthday to tell you how much I love you. I'm going to wait for Mother's Day or Father's Day to express my love for my mother or my father. We are waiting and waiting as if we know that that day will actually come. And I'm not saying that you spend all your days texting and calling people saying, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. You know your own self, whether or not you're living out of order. You know if you're putting off seeing individuals, yet knowing you would drop everything if you found out they were in the hospital bed. Like, why we gotta wait till we're in a hospital bed to drop everything? Why do we have to wait till someone's in a hospital bed to be by their side for them? Like, what? How does that make any sense? I promise you I don't understand how that makes any sense. This is where the mental and emotional dis-ease comes from. Like, we're ripping and we're running and we're there. And it's like, I don't even know when's the last time I told so-and-so I love them. I don't even know when's the last time I said, yo, you want to just go out and connect. Like, and so sometimes things have to happen. That's why I believe in triggers. Things have to happen. So although I believe in expressing love and so forth and so on, me being emotional about something I usually wouldn't be emotional about, for me, is someone needs this message or could benefit from this message, and me doing this live is just a trigger. Like I said, I genuinely did not want to come here. I'm not one of those people that believe in taking pictures when you're crying or in the hospital bed and putting it on. I'm not one of those people. So I just wanted to be in my feelings and my emotions and processing it. Yet it was like, no, you need to go live and share this message. So I don't know if there's somebody on here where somebody you need to call up and say, yo, I love you. Yo, I forgive you. Yo, let's link up tomorrow. Matter of fact, I'm on my way tonight. Where you at? I'm driving through. I just want a hug. I'm big for that. Where you at? I need a hug. I want a hug. Like, this is not just some online shit. It's about offline living. Like, how are your interactions really with your people? It's nothing for me to text a brother and be like, yo, I love you. FYI, I love you. That's why I don't believe in having regrets. Because it's like, nah, I expressed myself. I don't give a damn if he or she didn't express themselves back to me. But I expressed myself. You gonna know how I feel about you, even if you don't feel the same way back. Because once you are gone physically, you're physically gone. There is no back and forth dialogue that we're gonna have. I mean, we could. Right, we could have it, depending how connected you are to the other side. Speaking from basic standpoint, like, there is no back and forth, like a conversation. I could talk to you, but is there a conversation? Like, I love you. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean this. You know how much you mean to me. And again, I'm not saying you spend all your days doing this, yet how you really interacting with your peeps? Why we gotta wait for shit to hit the fan to be there for people? It doesn't take much. It don't take much to link up with somebody for coffee for 15 minutes just to say, yo, I wanted to see your face. Like, I just wanted to see your face. That was it. So, whoever needed this, right? Go hug somebody. Go love somebody. Because death is part of this equation. It is. It is. It is. It is. It is. It is. So don't wait. And again, right now, these are not my tears, right? These are not my tears. Like, I already do this stuff. I'm not crying for myself. It's watching people do this. And then these people that have regrets and these people that are crying on hospital beds when you have all the time in the world to tell that person you love them, to take them out, to let them be a pain in your ass. And I mentioned that when I think I mentioned that in Perceptions. Like, when I think about times when someone's like, oh my gosh, my mother's getting on my nerves, right? I mentioned that in Perceptions. Because I believe in giving people triggers, right? Triggers. And my trigger, right now, it's not a trigger for me anymore because I don't think along those threads. But I can remember when it will be like, remember there will be a time when she won't be here to get on your nerves. Remember, there will be a time that you wished she was here to get on your nerves. And that used to snap me right back where it's like, it's all good. It's all good. So, and again, beautiful people, I, Shanice, feel amazing, right? This is where, it's understanding emotions. I, Shanice, feel amazing. I am happy. I am at peace. I am not sad. Right now, emotions are pouring through me as a result of other people and how other people are feeling and me being connected to those folks. And that's where these emotions are basically coming from, right? So for those who know what it means to be in tune, to channel emotions from other people, you understand what I'm talking about. Right? But I feel amazing. Like, I'm awesome. Like, I'm going to be fine as soon as I finish this live. I'm fine now. So I don't know who this trigger was for. Just be mindful of waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. I'll see you in December. I'll see you next year. And if you're okay with that, this is the test. If you're okay with that, realizing that that could have been the last time you ever saw that person, like you would never see that person again, then go ahead and keep waiting. Keep waiting. Like, if you know you're like, nah, I'm good. Like, our last interaction was thebomb.com. Like, when I think of you, I send you a text. And some of you get that. I'm like, look, I'm sending you a quick virtual drive-by with hugs and kisses. I'm big for that because I understand it took me seconds to do that. I could do that on my way to appointments. I could do that while I'm sitting on the freaking toilet. I can do that. And for some people, that can mean the world to them on the other end, just to get that message. So be mindful of waiting and waiting and waiting. So when that person can't hug you back, can't kiss you back, can't celebrate back with you. Be mindful of waiting. Just be mindful. That's all I'm saying. You want to keep waiting. You want to keep grinding. And I'm not telling you not to grind hard, not to hustle, not to build your businesses. I'm not mentioning any of that. But self knows when you could be doing better within your interactions with people and with regards to your relationships. So just be mindful of waiting for holidays, waiting for birthdays, especially when you have the urge to reach out. Or especially if someone's reaching out to you and you keep putting them off. Now, if you would be all right with not seeing that person ever again, then keep putting them off. But if you know there are some things that you wish you would have said to that person, if you could have hugged them one more time or kissed them one more time, you better accept that invitation. You better go link up with them even for a quick drive-by to give them a kiss and keep it moving. All right. Some of you are commenting, and those of you that know I don't really read the comments when I'm expressing. So let me see what some of you have to say, and then I'm out of here. Peace, those of you who have chimed in. Brother Carl Tone Jones, I love you, black man. Out there, Brother Kende, we tell each other we love you all the time, Brother Supreme. My amazing Kenny from Connecticut, I love you. I appreciate you, Kenny. Still have many memories with you. Yes, Melissa, people think they always have time. You're absolutely correct. Correct, Brother Kende. Absolutely, cuz. Rashad, absolutely, Mal. Give me my flowers while I can smell them. Give them to me when I can still water them. It's like I share with folks, funerals and all that stuff. That's not for dead people. Funerals are not for people who transitioned. They're already dead. They've already transitioned. Funerals, wakes, are for the living, in case no one told you that. That's why I don't believe in them. They're for the living. They're for the living, for them to continue to feel the way they're feeling, or to not have their regrets, or to give their goodbyes. They're for the living. They're not for the dead, in case no one told you. Funerals are not for the dead. They're for the living. So get yourself right within your relationships, and you won't per se need a funeral to say your goodbyes. You won't. Again, these are all my perspectives. Believe as you see fit. Just consider what I'm saying, that funerals are not for the dead. They're for those that are still living. Mary, I love you too. Mary Sunshine. Oh, absolutely, Brother Preem. the hereafter is definitely interesting, right? You know, again, we're still in this human experience, spiritual. Like, again, I don't usually cry when someone is transitioning these days, right? Yet again, I'm aware that it's like, they going to some dope spot, right? But it doesn't stop the tears from coming because it's like, I'm gonna miss you. It's like someone going on vacation, but it's a vacation that is a very long vacation. It's like, even though I understand what may possibly be happening afterwards, it doesn't negate me missing that person, you know? Kenny, I don't even want to like say I love you back because you know I could cry even saying your name, Kenny. This is what I mean. People, you don't have to see them all the time, but you have like a special connection with them. So I love you, Kenny. Um, Cousin Danny, I love you too. All right, I'm out here. Because anybody that knows me, I could cry just saying I love you. You could be right here living in a perfect health. And I'm like, I love you. I love you. Yet I am emotionally healthy. I have no problem expressing myself at all. All right, beautiful people. Blessings to those of you that this was a trigger for, whoever this was for. All right. These are indeed exciting times. Don't get it twisted. I'm just being obedient and sharing a message for whoever needed it. All right, y'all. It's the being known as Shanice Star. Chiming out. Understand programming is definitely taking place. Be present to it. All right. Be present to it and do what you can to disrupt it. It's the being known as Shanice Star officially chiming out. Peace, love, and light.